The original Disney movie is brilliant, sequel The Return of Jafar was disappointing, and the cartoon TV series was fine. This was the conclusion to the trilogy and indeed to the animated franchise, another straight-to-video release. Basically, Aladdin, Scott Weinger, and Princess Jasmine, Linda Larkin, are finally getting married. Aladdin recovers a dagger, his only memento of his lost father, who apparently died when he was a child. The Agrabah wedding ceremony is interrupted by a raid by the infamous 40 Thieves, with their leader, the King of Thieves, John Rhys Davies, searching for a particular piece of treasure in the palace. Aladdin, Abu, Frank Welker, Jasmine and the genie, Robin Williams, discover the treasure, a staff containing an oracle, an all-seeing spirit. Iago, Gilbert Gottfried, unintentionally asks a question that summons an oracle, C.H. Pounder. Aladdin becomes inquisitive about his past, but the oracle hints that all his questions can be answered by his father, Qasim, who is alive, much to Aladdin's surprise. After some encouragement from Jasmine, Aladdin asks the oracle where he can find his father, who tells him he is trapped in the world of the 40 Thieves. Aladdin, Abu, Iago and Carpet follow the trail of the 40 Thieves, leading them to their secret hideout, Mount Sesame. Aladdin is surprised to discover his father Qasim is the King of Thieves. Chief subordinate Salik, Jerry Orbach, tries to punish Aladdin for discovering their hideout, but Qasim persuades him and the other thieves for Aladdin to face the challenge, an initiation ritual. Salik fights Aladdin, who barely defeats his enemy, who falls off a cliff into the sea, and Aladdin is officially welcomed into the band as Saluk's replacement. Qasim explains to Aladdin why he left him and his mother. To find the Hand of Midas, a powerful artifact that can transform anything it touches into gold. He wanted a better life for him and his family, but he lost them. Aladdin convinces Qasim to return with him to Agrabah to live an honest life. He is initially hesitant, but Iago persuades him with the opportunity to get the oracle in order to find the lost treasure. Meanwhile, Salik has survived the fall and returns to Agrabah, selling out his fellow thieves by telling Captain of the Guards Razul, Jim Cummings, their hideout in exchange for his immunity from prosecution. While the genie helps Qasim to be presentable to Jasmine and the Sultan, Val Beddin, Salik tells Razul that Aladdin was supposed to be with the captured thieves, because his father is the king of the thieves. Qasim is arrested, along with Iago, trying to steal the staff from the treasury, and the Sultan sentences them to the dungeon for life. Aladdin asks Genie for his father's clothes, he frees his father and has the guards chase him, as the king of the thieves, allowing his father to escape. Razul catches Aladdin, but Qasim rescues him and they flee the kingdom. But Aladdin chooses to return to the palace to take responsibility for his actions, while Qasim and Iago ride away. Salik returns to the thieves' hideout where there are 7 thieves remaining, he persuades them to become their new leader. Qasim and Iago are captured by the thieves, Iago manages to escape, while Qasim is forced to ask the oracle for the location of the Hand of Midas, on the Vanishing Isle. Aladdin is defended by Genie and Jasmine when he returns and apologizes for his criminal actions, the Sultan accepts his apology and pardons him. Aladdin, Jasmine, Abu, Iago and Genie catch up to Qasim and the thieves at the Vanishing Isle, a great marble fortress built on the back of an enormous undersea turtle. Aladdin rescues his father and they work together to find the Hand of Midas before the Vanishing Isle submerges into the ocean. They find the hand, and Qasim uses its power to turn the fortress to gold. Salik demands Qasim to surrender the hand, he throws the hand to him, but he catches it by the golden hand, and is turned into a lifeless gold statue. Aladdin and Qasim escape the fortress while the flooding continues, but Qasim realizes that he lost his family with his obsession finding the treasure. He tells Aladdin that he is his ultimate treasure. Qasim chooses to throw the Hand of Midas into the sea, inadvertently landing it on the thieves' ship, turning it to gold and sinking it, with the thieves aboard. Aladdin, Qasim and the others flee the Vanishing Isle as it returns to the ocean and they return to Agrabah. It ends with Aladdin and Jasmine finally marrying, with Qasim watching from a distance, and he rides away with Iago to adventures unknown. Dan Castellaneta provided the voice for Genie for The Return of Jafar and the TV series, but he is no comparison to the hilarity of original star Williams, with his high-energy vocals and spot-on impressions, Sylvester Stallone, Walter Cronkite, Forrest Gump, Rain Man, Mrs. Doubtfire, the Marx Brothers, Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, the makers were wise to bring him back. The animation is improved from the previous sequel, the story is fun and entertaining, the father-son element is a good idea reminiscent of Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, some of the songs, They're a Party Here in Agrabah, Out of Thin Air, Welcome to the 40 Thieves, or You In or Out, are catchy. For a home video release this is a pleasant surprise, a most worthwhile animated musical fantasy adventure. Very good. I never knew why Robin didn't do the second movie, now I do. It was due to a dispute with Disney over merchandising. But all that's over. Robin Williams is back as Genie and God did I miss him. Not that Dan Castellaneta didn't do a good job filling in for him in The Return of Jafar and the TV series. But Robin is a genius. Now the music and the plot works for the most part. The only thing I don't get is why they didn't arrest that one guard who hates Aladdin and will do anything to see him dead. He worked for Jafar in the first movie, he should have been executed for treason after that. But when they find out the King of Thieves is Aladdin's father they treat him like dirt. Forgetting this was the man who abandoned his family to search for wealth, and he never saw since he was a mere boy. Guilt by bloodline is just wrong. But it makes up for that in other ways and I give it 7 stars. All of the recent Disney sequels have a set formula that makes them generally the same movie. The main characters have a kid, the kid's a rebel, and get into trouble. Not so with this one. It effectively combines the Aladdin story with the legend of Midas, a touch that turned everything to gold. Again we get to see Robin Williams in character as the Blue Genie, and funny as always. Again, it's a movie meant for the kids, but everyone can find some value in it. Now this was a sequel well done. Robin Williams is back from the first movie and just as funny.